I recently received information that Yanda Swings have scammed 10 people out of 2,200 Rand. Jumping straight in with one victim, here we can confirm that this 2,200 Rand has very well been paid over to Yanda Swings. There is some screenshots with chats that we're going to work through one by one just so that you can get the idea of what happened. October the 2nd, which was just now. Good morning, mentor. Is your computer still acting up? We only had one live session. Are we still going to have another one? At Yanda Swings, can we hold a Zoom today, mentor, so we can get some clarity? So obviously people have been struggling with the strategy and they have been calling on Yanda, whom they paid to teach them the strategy, to do a video call and explain all of these concepts to them. But somewhere down the line, communication broke down and nothing happened. Some of our clients are accusing her of false advertisement, and that is a huge claim. If this is true, there's legal trouble to enforce here. Sikalas Banenge, you guys are for real? Petro says, hi guys, I believe Yanda discovered that this strategy works, and I believe it does, but it's also complicated. I also thought there's something wrong with me, or maybe I'm slow to understand, but your comments above have set me free. So obviously the struggle isn't just shared between one or two individuals. There's a lot of people that is struggling. Someone tagged Yanda in the chat directly and said, please respond to our comments, to which Yanda did. She says, hi everyone, I completely understand the frustrations some of you are experiencing. Trading is not easy and strategies can feel confusing at times. That being said, I also see others having success with the strategy, which tells me it's more about application and consistency than the strategy itself. To support you better, I'm introducing two things. One-on-one sessions. I'll be scheduling private calls with those who need extra help. This will allow us to go through your trades, spot what's going wrong, and make adjustments. Strategy checkpoint document. I'll prepare a simple checklist summary guide that will act as a playbook. You'll be able to use it to track your trades, journal properly, and ensure you're following the system as it's meant to be followed. As you guys heard there, Yanda coming through with remedial solutions. But mentioning something is different than implementing it. And when you move right along, you actually see that the complaints just intensifies. Trading is a journey. Not every trade will be a winner, but by staying disciplined and consistent, we can bring the results closer to what the system is designed for. Thank you for your patience and commitment. Let's work through this together as a team. Odwain then responds by saying, I think the best way to end the confusion for everyone is if you do live trading sessions, maybe twice or three times a week, so that we get to see how you execute and what market conditions you use certain algorithms for. And it makes it easier for a confused person to ask questions on the spot and get feedback on what they see. Odwain, that is a very great suggestion. Asking questions on the spot and getting it sorted on the spot normally helps you become knowledgeable in the long term. Also, having a Discord channel would be a great thing where all your students are in one channel no matter the experience. That way, we get to see how the experienced students use the strategy effectively. Someone says, I think so too, to which Yanda then responds by saying, I think that was supposed to be mentioned before concluding that my concepts don't work. I'll reschedule my calendar. I'll keep you posted on what days I'll be free. In fact, I'll think about it. Nobody concluded that your concepts don't work. We've just been taking L's. We just wanted clarification since we've only had one live session. And every time someone brings up a problem they're experiencing with the strategy, it doesn't mean they're attacking it or you. Service providers, you guys need to realize that when a client airs their grievances, it's not an attack on you. It's not an attack on your business. In fact, the moment a client comes up with a grievance, you as a service provider is supposed to help them out. The moment you help them out, you have won their trust. And in this industry, trust goes a long way, but I'm not sure if people in this group are trusting Yanda. On the 8th of October, someone asked for updates on this thing that Yanda was supposed to think about, which was the live trading sessions at Yanda Swings. Can we please get an update about this solution, which was raised by Odwa, because it has been 5 days now. It's been more than 3 months into the mentorship for some of us, and yet we are still to see profits. I believe that is what that person is, and yet we are still struggling to even make 8K per month. We are very confused on which setups we must execute, on which pairs, and how long must we hold the trades. One of the students once asked for a risk management PDF, and you promised us that you were going to send it, and we waited and waited, but nothing. So clearly her clients has an issue with service provision. They were advertised one thing and they received something totally different. Odwa says, at Yanda Swings, your lack of response feels disrespectful to us as the people you're providing a service to. We've been patient and understanding, but clearly that is taking a head. These guys, they are totally feeling disrespected, and rightfully so. When you pay someone based on the promises that they have made and they don't deliver on that promises, even I will get angry. Even I will get angry. Here you see personal texts between Yanda and this client. Hi Yanda, what you're doing is very disrespectful to us. We have raised our concerns and we've given you more than enough time to respond, yet you're not getting back to us as the clients you're providing your services to. Remember Yanda, we are the clients here and we paid for your services, so don't make it seem like this is for free and you're doing a favor for us. Yanda responds by saying, hi, why did you speak to me here instead of gaslighting over the group? I think she meant to say, why didn't you speak to me here instead of gaslighting on the group? Well, Yanda, to be honest with you, my friend, it is never about gaslighting on the group. Usually when people are experiencing losing moments and they find out that there's other people that suffered the same losses, they generally come together and bond over those losses. But now the losses are continuing and they are calling you out on that. So it's not that they are gaslighting you, they are just notifying you, Yanda, there's a little bit of a problem with your services. And so far it seems like you were not too keen on taking accountability, my dear. And I think that is where the troubles is gonna start, because they paid you for a service and you were supposed to deliver. Even on that risk management sheet thing you were supposed to send, you absconded. And now it's like, oh, why did you gaslight me? Why did you gaslight me? Why did you gaslight me? No, they are just airing their grievances, and you as a paid service provider, you should give them the services that they paid for. And if you cannot give them the services that they paid for, rather just give their money back. Now, this situation has gotten a little bit scary because these clients went ahead and they laid complaints, not only with the police, but also with the FSCA. And as you guys know, if you want to mentor people in this industry, you have to be FSCA regulated, which Yanda isn't. So this is really going to be interesting. There's more victims that is reeling and suffering because of this. I will reach out to them and I will most definitely make a follow-up video. As many clients reach out to me, I will make a follow-up video up until we get Yanda to not only take accountability for the actions, but give them a proper remedial solution. And if it means that she has to refund them, then that is unfortunately what it is. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I will make an update pretty soon and I will see you then. I would like to thank IFX for sponsoring today's video. IFX Brokers offers a wide variety of trading account types designed to meet the needs of all types of traders. From the standard account for the beginners to premium accounts with tighter spreads, all the way to VIP and Islamic accounts for a more specialized trading journey. IFX Brokers provides the flexibility and tools that you need to trade with confidence. To get started, click the link in my description, choose an account type that suits your needs, make a deposit, and start trading. It's that simple. Once again, thank you to IFX Brokers for sponsoring today's video. And always remember, trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Always trade responsibly. Back to the video.